Welcome to another episode of Nibble Time Snack Review. I'm at a little bit of a loss as to what I wanted to review today. Sometimes it would just be nice if somebody would just bring something to me that I just have to review at that point in time. Oh, somebody's here. Tyler. What?
Hi. I figured I'd give you a break and give you some Kit Kats to try.
Oh my God, can you close that door?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. It looks like we're going to do Kit Kats. And this will be the first time I actually have somebody with me. Stick around.
Okay.
So, let me tell you a little bit about Kit Kats. So, we're going to be reviewing today, looks like fruity cereal and key lime pie. So, I'm really interested in the fruity cereal. Key lime pie, not one of my favorites, not huge on, but we'll see what that is.
Fruity cereal I'm really excited about myself.
Oh, I would definitely see why. Well, let's learn a little bit about Kit Kats, though. Kit Kats actually are based off of a name of an old Kit Kat club from London, England, that were actually created back in the 1690s, so 17th century. And what they did is they served little mutton pies there, and that's kind of where the derivative of the name came from all the many years later in the 1930s. As we've often discussed, everything was invented in the 1930s. It's still surviving today for candy and chips. Over 300 flavors across the globe exist of Kit Kats, so this will probably not be the only review I end up doing with Kit Kats.
Fun fact, over 200 of them are from Japan alone.
The Japanese, they love the Kit Kats. They truly do. So a few things thinking about Kit Kats and globally. Not everything is standard. Hershey actually manufactures the Kit Kats that are produced and made in the United States and North America, whereas Nestle handles Europe and a lot of the rest of the country, or the world. Other things that aren't standard that you think would be is normally you get 4 fingers, is what they call them, 4 sticks. Not standard across the globe. In the Middle East, you get 3 per Kit Kat, and in other parts of the world, up to 5. So that's something I thought that was quite interesting, that you see it all the time. There's 4, unless you get some of the ones for Halloween that are the 2-packs. But knowing that there's 3 and 5 out there somewhere, it's quite interesting. And the last thing, I always like to try and find some sort of deep cut. Kit Kat introduced something called Kit Kat White. Now in 2019, there was a lawsuit brought against them because Kit Kat White actually contains no white chocolate. None whatsoever. Now thankfully the judge did throw out the case because Kit Kat White was not referring to white chocolate. It was just referring to the color of the bars. So it was kind of a different, interesting little fact on it. You got anything, any facts on Kit Kats?
Speaking of changing the chocolate in Kit Kat, in World War II they had the shortage on milk, so they went from milk chocolate to dark chocolate, and was worried that their sales would tank. Luckily, it didn't, and they were able to get the milk chocolate back after World War II, and it's been going smooth ever since.
Awesome. I believe another cost-saving tip that they did during World War II was they actually inserted the wafer into there because it ate up more space and they had the ability to use less chocolate. So, awesome. Great thing to bring. So, we're both super excited about fruity cereal. So, what do you think we're going to start with? We're going with key lime pie off the get back.
You gotta save the best for last.
Yeah, the last thing I want to be tasting is fruity cereal, not the key lime pie.
That being said, it could be surprising. Key lime could be better.
It could
Never know.
be. It could be. I have broken off one for you. It's a little melted there. I'm gonna break off one for me. Camera, you'll get one. All right. So it smells like a key lime. It's got the nice color for it. See the wafer underneath. Now the flavor.
An artificial key lime pie. It has a lemon flavor, but doesn't feel natural. Tastes kind of, chemically. Like not natural lime flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely got the key lime flavor to it, but something does taste a little bit off on it. But it's good. It's way better than I thought it was going to be.
I agree.
I
thought it was going to be terrible, and
I think
it was somewhat enjoyable.
I personally think the fact that it had the wafer and the crispness to it, as opposed to on a traditional one, it has that graham cracker crust, and then a lot of the key lime pie to it. Which, if you like key lime pie, good on you. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of it, but this kind of like worked a little bit better in its consistency, which allowed the flavor to kind of be there, but not the texture as much. So, all right, we've got fruity cereal next.
This is the one I was looking forward to.
I got chocolate on my hands. Can't get it open. All right, let's break you off a piece of this Kit Kat bar.
I see what you did there.
Feel very pink.
Well, this one's not as melted.
This one is not.
Oh.
All right, so let's...
It's got the dots on it.
It smells like Fruity Pebbles. Now, we did the Fruity Pebbles candy bar episode before, so that's interesting. We'll get in there a little bit. It's got all the different little flavor dots, kind of like the Fruity Pebbles. So let's go in. So what this is a definite mix of Fruity Pebbles and Kit Kat combined together. It doesn't have what the Fruity Pebbles bar had in that review, which is the milk flavor encompassed into it somehow. So think about more, I don't even want to use the word dry Fruity Pebbles, but the flavor of dry Fruity Pebbles with a nice milk chocolatey intermixed in it. And it works really well with the wafer.
What I thought was interesting is, like, when you took a bite out of it, it didn't, like, immediately, like, sing like a fruity cereal. It was more like after you started chewing on it and getting some of those, like, little sprinkles that were on it, is when you started getting that fruity cereal taste, which I actually thought was really good. I wish there was more of it.
I gotta say, the first bite I took, I got a burst of flavor. So maybe
it just depends on where the sprinkles are at on the bar.
That very much could be. All right, review time. Key lime pie. That one overachieved, in my opinion. So that goes into the factoring it in. I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice 78 out of 100. Whereas the fruity cereal one, it popped. It had a lot of good flavor to it. I'm going to go ahead and put that one 10 points higher at an 88. So
I think I'm going to give this one, the key lime pie, a 7.1 out of 10 out of 100. Just too much artificial lime flavor for me to really get behind it. The fruity cereal I do like a bit better. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 out of 100.
All right. Tyler, of course, using a very unique way of measuring it because he does everything out of 10, whereas, we arbitrarily chose to do it out of 100. So
I'm a unique guy.
Thank you for coming today, Tyler. Thank you for bringing some Kit Kats. Let me know what you think. If you like having the additional people, the guests, let me know. I do have a couple other planned episodes with people. So, let me know what's the most unique Kit Kat flavor that you've liked. And, share this with somebody who doesn't like Reese's.
I can tell you mine. Mine's matcha tea flavored Kit Kat.
Okay.
It's the most unique one I tried that I liked.
Nice. Thanks for watching.